Butt Kicker Gamer 2. What you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last chance for a driver to join the Final Four here. This is the last race of the season for the Blazing Pedals. Next week will be the championship run. What track? We don't know. That's part of the cool thing here about Blazing Pedals. My name is Chris. Joining me as always, my good friend, Rick Hammond Jr. Rick, I'm going to ask you how we're doing here in just a moment, but before I do, I got to put this out there. I don't like this track. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, we're at your favorite track here at Phoenix, the best track on iRacing. Excited to be here, Chris. It's going to be a good race. Some stage racing, 200 laps here tonight. It's going to be fun, man. I mean, I'm excited. We got two guys who are definitely locked into the Final Four for the champion. Got some drivers that have to do some amazing things here tonight to carry on. It's been a long season, brother, and this is it.
Yeah, this is it. And like I said, stage racing here tonight. Stage 1 going to end at the end of lap 50. Stage 2 at the end of lap 108. Then it's a shootout for another 92 laps all the way to lap 200 here tonight for the Blazing Pedals at Phoenix. It is a 1 mile track, different configuration than, well, either one of us has actually seen yet. And well, I don't know if it's going to make the racing, but we'll find out. It's a little bit different. The start finish line is in a different spot. All the corners are labeled differently. We'll see. Here we go. It's going to be a little bit of a practice session that we got going on here in the background. And I do want to bring up the points because that's kind of what it's all about here tonight. And of course that's working perfectly. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Okay, well that's not gonna do it.
I can run them down for you.
Yeah, that would be that'd be great.
Dalton Kilbrough and James Miller are locked in for the final championship race next weekend. And then we got Matt Gruenberg, we got Jamie Walker above that cut line. And then the drivers that have to do something amazing here tonight. We got Derek Paulson, Matt Hackathorn, John Perkins, and Brian Dees at the bottom of that list. Brian Dees, as you know, Chris, has not had the greatest last 2 weeks, having a couple of DNFs. Right now, Brian Dees looking fast during practice, sitting on top of the speed charts, but can he hang on until the drop of the green flag and then, of course, the checkered flag? That's going to be something worth seeing tonight here just for that storyline. You know, wish the Soul Stealer all the luck, but it looks pretty slick out there, Chris. We see cars skating around this track here tonight.
Yeah, we see them going all over the place. And the other thing to keep in mind tonight is the yellow line. Don't worry about that. They're going to be racing underneath it for most of the night. What else do we got? Oh, we got cactuses, so that's something.
The cactus lights up like in the real world when it's green flag or yellow flag. That's gonna be cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah. We also have, and this is really impressive actually, we're gonna have 29 drivers set to take the green flag here tonight. That's pretty damn good, Rick.
It is.
Usually you get down to the end of the season, you have maybe 10. Not these guys. Oh no. Almost 30 drivers here tonight. Yeah, I'm pretty much not going to make any bones about it. I really don't like this track. And you know what it is? It's not the track itself. It's actually...
It's because you haven't actually won here yet and you keep coming in second.
Well, there's some of that, but I'll show you. It's coming up here on the screen. Okay, here we go. It's all brown. I can't stand it. It's all brown. Look at it. It's all brown. Brown.
Bro, have you looked out your window lately?
It's wet out my window. Here, it's brown.
And brown. And we're going around. Yeah, there's where the RVs park. You see?
Forget it. We're out of there.
It's nice, man. It's the desert. That's what it's all about.
So
There's green shrubs up here over in Rattlesnake Ridge. By the way, folks, if you ever want to go to Phoenix, that is where you want to see. That is where the best views of Phoenix are. Just saying.
I don't know.
And it's hot.
I don't know.
It's hot. It looks good.
All right. Well, I got it fixed so we can look at the points here. We'll look at it together. So Rick already kind of gave us the rundown. Let's take a look one more time. Dalton Kilroy, James Miller, the only two drivers locked into that final round of 4. Matt Gruenberg, Jamie Walker above that red cutoff line. Derek Paulson, Matt Hackathorn, John Perkins, Brian Dees, all below that red cutoff line. And Ricky called it. There's a couple of drivers that really need to try and do something special if they want to be around next week.
I mean, they're going to be here, but they're not going to be in the running for the big bucks. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. Yeah. We got some in-car cameras going on tonight. We've got the driver of the number 17. That's the Soul Stealer, Brian Dees. You wouldn't know it because he doesn't have the right shirt on. We've got the driver of the number 73. That's Casey Campbell, last season's champion. The driver of the number 41. That's Dalton Kilroy. And we've got the Hurricane.
Hurricane's looking good. I don't know. You looking all serious?
Well, he was kind of, sort of, yeah. Anyways, yeah, he's actually doing okay. He's top 10 inside the speed here so far in this practice session. So we'll see what he's able to do. I want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. Again, it is the final regular season race here. Only one more to go after tonight. It's the championship race. Next Sunday night, live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We go live at 7 o'clock. Where's it going to be? No idea.
I hope it's 600 laps at Phoenix.
Okay. If it's 600 laps at Phoenix, I'd be more than happy to let you broadcast that one, pal.
Actually, no, I take that back because you know what's going to end up happening? It's going to be like 1,200 laps at fucking New Hampshire. Never mind. That's going to be the farewell gift of the season.
Yeah, right. At least you like New Hampshire.
It made me a racer, man.
So far on top of the speed charts tonight, Matt Gruenberg, Brian Dees, Jamie Walker, top 3 quickest.
Yeah, Grunberg kind of snuck in there, Chris, during like the first half of practice. It was Brian Dees on top. Jamie Walker, Aaron Bockover was sitting in third, but Matt Grunberg definitely turning it on here in the desert tonight.
Got a couple of paint jobs we want to go ahead and show off. How about this one? Derek Paulson.
I love it.
Jack the Elf sitting on the hood.
And I love how the 6 on the door is a candy cane.
Oh, yeah. Another great paint job by Marielle. I love it. Kid's got some talent. She can definitely see the design in her head, and that is more than I can do. More than I can do.
Now, you come up with some pretty interesting designs.
Okay. Let's see. There's another paint job out there I want to show off, but she's not out on track right now. That's Amanda Sherman. Let's just show it. Oh, yeah. Whoa, okay. She got some jazz hands going on.
Got the pizzazz tonight.
Let's see if we can get any better shot right now. Oh, there it is. There's a good shot. It's a good looking car. And it definitely has some pizzazz to it. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. We're going to kick over to qualifying.
And I also just want to say a quick thank you too. You know, she has on the trunk lid. You know, thanks Chris and Rick, Current 3 Racing Network.
Yeah, you don't really have to thank us. It's actually been our pleasure to do. Of course, a lot of people have kind of alluded to it, but Rick, you and I haven't said anything, at least not on the broadcast. But it's probably time. We will not be returning next season. Rick and I are going to take a much needed break away from broadcasting and try and learn how to drive again.
Get back behind the wheel.
All right, a few drivers out on track. Jeffrey Fisher, not on track last week, but he's back tonight. And he's got his Toyota Supra out there trying to qualify. One mile track. 200 miles the distance here for tonight's race. And Jeffrey Fisher, the first one on the speed board, a 27.522 for Fisher. And so far, so good for Jeffrey Fisher, as everybody else coming in just underneath him, including Rick Thompson, TBB, Joshua Rutherford, Amanda Sherman.
There we go. The blue oval, the 33, takes over the pole from Jeffrey Fisher.
Yeah, John Perkins looking to have a really good night here tonight. He needs it. A win or nothing for the 33 here tonight. Jason Day, who had a great race last week, trying to get himself qualified. How about the lone Dutchman, Philip Van Vliet? Corey Sherman, back after a 1 week off hiatus. James Miller out on track. Miller qualified for that round of 4. He is qualified to be a champion here for the Blazing Pedals. And Matt Hackathorn in the 84 takes over the top spot here in the speed charts for this qualifying session. Jordan McAvoy in the 66, a rough race for him last week. Out on track as James Miller takes over the top spot with a 27.392. I'm gonna do this one right here for Shelly Cook, the 44 of Aaron Bockover, out on track, getting ready to go on the stopwatch. As we've already had 16 drivers qualify. Got a couple more out on track, including this man, Marin Bockover, Corey Rutherford, also out on track to try and qualify. And the 44's first time, 27.502, good enough for 7th fastest. Let's see if Aaron's able to get that 44 up and a little bit further. Again, got to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. The last race of the season. Next week, one more to go. It's going to be the championship race. And this time across the start finish line, Aaron's going to increase his starting position by 1 to 27.486. 6th quickest for Aaron Bockover. Corey Rutherford getting ready to finish up.
Oh, tap the wall. Not going to count.
Not going to count. So Corey Rutherford right now in the 16th spot. That makes 18 drivers to have qualified. Got a couple, Rick, that are just kind of sitting out there. Gonna see if they're gonna go. He is. Jamie Walker and Brian Dees hitting the track. Both of these drivers eligible to try and get into the top 4. Jamie Walker comes in tonight in 4th spot. Brian Dees comes in 8th. So Brian has the longest road to hoe here tonight as he goes live on the stopwatch. Shelly, our pleasure.
Now the Hurricane's going to go out too. Ooh, Jamie Walker lost it in the corner, Chris.
He lost it. He's going to put it down on the pit road. Meanwhile, D's 17th quickest so far. Needs to find more speed. Sam Baumgarten joining us from wherever Sam Baumgarten is joining us from. Brian D's second lap. A little bit quicker, 27.613, still only good enough for 12th quickest. Jamie Walker back out on track. We're talking to Mark Arthur before the race went live. This car has been set up on purpose to be a little bit on the loose side. Try and give a little bit better racing here tonight. So these drivers are going to have to figure that out. You see Jamie walking the car up to the wall. And even in doing that quick time, 2:07.338 for Jamie Walker on the pole here so far. And then, Rick, big story here. Tanner Marr actually losing it just before the start finish line, so he's gonna be able to rack it back up and get back out there. But Tanner Marr last night was one of the people that was devastated by the tornadoes that afflicted a good portion of the states last night, and very surprising to see him out on track, honestly.
Yeah, it's good to see. I mean, I'm glad everything worked out for Tanner. Didn't get hit as hard as a lot of folks in that area, Chris, but you know, our thoughts and prayers obviously with all those affected by those terrible storms that we had. I mean, I thought we had some windy weather there yesterday here in Vermont, but it was nothing compared to what happened down in that region. And but Tanner Marr out there on track doing what he's got to do.
All right, so Tanner goes on the stopwatch. Gonna see what the 4 car is able to do here tonight.
I just got word from Mark Arthur. Actually, Tanner Marr just got power back 2 hours ago.
Wow,
That's dedication.
that's loyalty. Lap 1 for Tanner Marr, 12th quickest, 27,587. And I can tell you already, lap 2 so far, if he's able to hold on to it, is a little bit quicker. And he does get a little bit loose coming out of that last corner, but good enough for 9th place. 27.5 for Tanner Marr, 9th quickest. Well, we have a few more drivers to go, but we're running out of time, Rick. Just under 1 minute to go here from Phoenix. And I'm willing to bet we're not going to have anybody else come back out.
Yeah, Derek Paulson's thinking about it, but he's still sitting there on pit road, Chris. I haven't seen much out of the 6 machine, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he just wants to have everybody take a look at that beautiful paint job.
I don't blame him.
The kid does good work.
Very
She
good.
sees it a lot better than I do. No question about it. All right, that is going to be it. There's not going to be any more qualifying efforts. 10 seconds left of the qualifying season. You know what? It's time to go ahead and get that grid music up and running. All right, starting on the pole tonight, it's going to be the driver of the number 88, and one of the drivers looking to lock himself in to next week's race for the championship. It's going to be the 88 of Jamie Walker. 2 is outside, the 09 of James Miller, already locked into next week's race. Matt Hackathorn, driver of the number 84, going to start in the 3rd spot. Speed Mafia's number 33, John Perkins, looking to try and win one here. In 5th spot, the 41 out of 5 Kings Motorsports. That's going to be Dalton Kilroe locked into next week's race. The 3 out of TNA Motorsports, Corey Sherman, going to be starting to his outside in 6th spot. TNA Motorsports number 44, going to start in 7th spot as well with Aaron Bach over to his outside. Team AV's number 98 of Jeffrey Fisher. Starting in the 9th spot tonight out of 5 Kings Motorsports, it's going to be the 4 of Tanner Marr. And to his outside, it's going to be the 10 car. Starting in 10th, it's Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Starting in 11th spot tonight, the driver of the number 66 out of Team AV, it's going to be Jordan McAvoy. And to his outside, it's going to be the 31 out of 5 Kings Motorsports, Jason Day. Starting in the 13th spot out of Speed Mafia, it's going to be the 76 of Rick Thompson. And to his outside, out of S&M Motorsports, the 17 of Brian Dees. Lone Dutchman Racing's number 89, going to be starting in 15th spot. That's Philip Van Vliet to his outside. The Work in Progress Racing, number 55, Joshua Rutherford. TNA Motorsports, number 8, Amanda Sherman, starting in 17th spot. To her outside, teammate, Terry "The Man" Foster. Starting in 19th spot tonight out of Work in Progress Racing, it's going to be the 5 of Corey Rutherford, Mike Hamlin. And the 28 out of Limitless Motorsports going to start in the 20th spot, Rick.
Yeah, then we got Casey Campbell, we got Matt Grunberg, Joshua Sexton, Derek Paulson, Dave Seats, Randy McAvoy, Fred Thompson, the Hurricane Ian Habiak. And if Marquise is still out there, he's going to be rounding out the field.
I don't know if he is.
And we're already getting ready to go green already.
But yeah, we are. And that's why we had to hurry it up. And here we go. Green flag in the air. Jamie Walker hits the loud pedal. We gone. Green flag, lap number 1, 200 miles to try and figure out the championship for next week. Who is going to be eligible?
Who's going to be eligible? What track are we going to be on? Now, of course, as we talked many times throughout the season, Chris, all road courses go away and all super speedways go away. The drivers that are not locked in are able to make a vote for what track they think was the best of the season. And if it wins, that's for the championship. I love how Blazing Pedals does it here.
Got a little side-by-side racing between TNA and Team AV. Oh, the 44 saves it. Oh, did he kick around? Saw some smoke from the rear tires. The 44 holding on to it. That's Aaron Bockover. He was battling it out with Jeffrey Fisher and got loose coming off the corner. The 44 keeps it heading in the right direction.
Chris might want to check that out there.
Bread's done.
Nothing like homemade bread. Another driver on the move, Chris, is that 41 of Dalton Kilbrough, already locked into the race, but he got around the 33 of Perkins. Perkins falls down into that 5th position. And now the 41's got the 84, Matt Hackathorn, in his crosshairs to try to go for a 3rd. Perkins needs to have a good race here tonight, as did Brian Dees. Brian Dees starting in the 14th position, hasn't moved at all since the drop of the green flag 3 laps ago.
And Dees, however, down on the inside of Rick Thompson. Dees going to try and pick one up here. Around the corner he goes. Not able to do it on the inside right now. The outside lane a little bit quicker, able to hold on to that momentum. Dees going to line it up one more time. Going to try it again, and still not going to get there. Rick Thompson going to hold position over Brian Dees.
Of course, folks, this is the newly designed Phoenix Raceway here on iRacing. The first time that these drivers have been on it, besides practice, obviously. Just came out. And I know some things have changed. Usually you see the dog leg, Chris, see drivers go down way down deep. Well, they don't do that anymore because it's very bouncy down there, very bumpy.
A lot of drivers towards the front have gone single file. Dave Seats on pit road having problems, Rick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to the number 14 there. I know Casey Campbell was racing with him, went around.
Well, Jamie Walker is doing everything that he needs to do here tonight. He's leading the way after taking the pole. And he's stretching that lead out over James Miller. 1.28 seconds right now over James Miller. Miller, of course, locked in for next week's race. Behind him, his teammate, Matt Hackathorn. Another member of that Team AV running in the 3rd spot. Has yet to lock in, but doing a great job trying to hold on to the front. Don Kilrow in 4th spot, locked into next week's race. Last season's champion, looking to try and do it again. In 5th spot, it's John Perkins. Perkins comes in a position where he has got to win tonight in order to try and advance himself next week. And then we've got Corey Sherman. Sherman, who was a early on contender for the championship, wasn't able to make it in, but still running here tonight at Phoenix. 10 miles down, 190 miles to go.
And only 40 miles to go before the end of stage number 1. Gonna go quick here tonight, Chris. Those laps are gonna tick off really quick. The sun's starting to shine through for those drivers that have VR. It's just above the sunscreen that they have. It's showing through a little bit. So as time goes on, that's something to be cautious about coming out of turn 4 there. Hopefully the grandstands will suck up most of that, but things are gonna get hairy there for a little bit as that sun starts going down.
We're taking a ride inside with Corey Sherman. We'll take a lap with him and try and pick up on that sun. There are some clouds out there. Maybe that'll break it up a little bit. But right there, oh man, is that going to be bright? Oh, yeah. If you're in VR, that's nasty.
Then we know that the Shermanator he's got his Pimax on.
Out in front, though, Jamie Walker, and he's starting to extend that lead now, Rick. 1.8 seconds over James Miller. Miller running all by himself in the second spot. Don Kilroe has made it to third. He was able to get around Matt Hackathorn, so Kilroe working his way towards the front. We know right now Kilroe and Jamie Walker, along with Jason Day, kind of working together here.
Yeah, those three drivers sitting in the Five Kings channel.
Jason Day has got himself surrounded by a gaggle of cars. In front of him, it's going to be the 17 of Brian Dees, the 44 of Aaron Bockover, the 76 of Rick Thompson, and the 4 of Tanner Marr. Behind him, the lone Dutchman in the 89. That's Phil Van Vliet.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit further back is Jordan McAvoy. McAvoy, another member of the Team AV clan. And right now running in the 15th spot. He's down 4 since the drop of the green flag. So would like to try and work his way towards the front here. Amanda Sherman right now, Rick, doing a pretty good job. She is sitting in the 19th spot. She's down 2 since the beginning of the green flag, but still running a pretty decent line right on that yellow line, and she's got some damage to the backside of that number 8.
She does. Somebody wasn't happy with the jazz hands. I don't know. Somebody wanted to give him a high five, maybe?
Maybe. John Perkins bringing it down onto pit road. So Perkins on its own power, bringing it down. Here we are in lap 16, and Perkins going to try something, anything to try and work his way to the front. Remember, it's a win or done situation here for John tonight.
Yeah, he's three spots underneath that cut line, Chris. So, you know, him, Brian Dees, they really need to have a really good race here. They need to win. They need to take some stage points away. They need to do everything that they possibly can. So definitely on the mind of the 33 of Perkins. Gonna try to get that figured out as he gets fuel only. He has done his service, heading back out onto the racing surface now. And I see there's no helmet on the Hurricane. He's got a Santa Claus hat on.
Oh, he had that on last week.
He did.
I bet you the Santa hat's just as warm as the helmet, though.
If not warmer. And the vacuums are gone. I think maybe that's where Corey was last week. He was out peddling vacuums for his sponsor, TRJ Vacuums.
It's entirely possible, as already this track has definitely spread these cars out. Just a couple of battles going on to talk about right now, including between the 44 and the 31. The 31 on the outside. And it's Jason Day. Day trying to take advantage of Aaron Bockover. He does it on the outside. So normally the yellow line is your friend. Tonight it seems like just up one lane is where you'll find the momentum. But you gotta be able to hold on to it.
You do. That almost sounded like you like this track, Chris.
No.
You're learning. Well, you don't know. It's all reconfigured now. You might like this new reconfiguration.
No.
I'm telling you. I mean, you're starting to sound like all them little kids there that, you know, they get out of a Gran Turismo on their PlayStations and they head over to iRacing, think it's the same thing, and they're mad that the trees don't look, you know, the leaves don't look real. It's like, you know, if you have time to be looking out your windshield at the desert, are you racing hard enough? I'm just saying. I don't know.
All right, biggest mover of the race so far going to be the 6 car of Derek Poulsen. Certainly that paint job helping him get through the traffic here. Poulsen right now being scored in the 18th spot, just ahead of Joshua Sexton, Amanda Sherman. The 55, that's Joshua Rutherford. Rutherford being scored a lap down, as is Ian Habiak. Casey Campbell on pit road. Dave Seats, haven't seen him on track since just before lap 5. Something happened with the 14.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure, Chris. He actually has packed it up. He's called it quits here tonight. Maybe not happy with the setup. Maybe had some issues with the car, something that we missed. I mean, I couldn't find. I see where he jumped to the pits, but I couldn't find any kind of accident or anything like that. So hopefully everything is okay with Dave Bureau seats and the family and everything. And maybe this is his favorite track too. I don't know.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin, one of the drivers that has gained the most spots here tonight, sitting at a +5, working on the back bumper of the 3. Corey Sherman has gained a couple spots. He's inside the top 5, running in 4th spot. The Butcher rounds out the top 5. Outside of the top 5 right now, it's Jeffrey Fisher. Fisher up 2 into the 6th spot, but Matt Hackathorn has slipped back 4 into the 7th position. Canamar up 1. And that's pretty great considering he got power just a couple hours before we went live here. Brian D is right behind him. He's up 5 into the top 10. So D's heading in the right direction with Jason Day right behind him. Day in the 31, a latecomer here this season, but has proven himself to be a very competent driver. And a great addition here for the Blazing Pedals.
Yeah, definitely a great addition, Chris. I mean, he took off running. Usually you see a lot of drivers come in new to a league, you know, they kind of hang back to their thing, but not Jason Day. He's come out here and he's raced hard every single race since he started.
Rick Thompson up a couple of spots into the 11th spot. That's the driver of the 76 behind him. Aaron Bockover has let it slip 5. He is sitting in the 12th spot. The 89, Philip Van Vliet, the Lone Dutchman Racing Machine, running a +2 in 13th spot. Jordan McAvoy has slipped 3 into the 14th spot. Rounding out the top 15, it's the 86, up 3. That's Terry Foster. Biggest mover of the race continues to be Derek Paulson. He's up 7 spots into the 17th position, and he's doing it from deep inside of the field.
Yeah, it'd be great to see Paulson do something with that new paint scheme, Chris. I mean, you know, he's had kind of a rough past couple races also. Definitely
Yellow flag is out for the first time here tonight. And it looks like it's going to be on Casey Campbell. The glove's coming off. Oh, the disappointment showing up on his face as he put his head down. Rick, let's go back and take a look.
Ooh.
The 73 right behind the 54, the 73 taking it down onto the yellow line. And then just not able to make it turn, Rick. It goes into the wall hard, just in front of our race leader. The 73 on pit road, heavy damage. And that does bring out caution number 1, and pit road is going to get busy.
Gonna get very busy.
Our race leader bringing it down pit road. Matt Gruenberg. That accident happened right in front of him. Gruenberg going to stay out. Matt Gruenberg looking to try and take over the race lead here on this caution. We've got a bunch of drivers right behind that pace car that are going to look to try and, I believe they're going to go ahead of the pace car, try and get their laps back. James Miller going to be in 2nd spot, then Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. That's going to be our new top 5. As they're going to be chasing down the 54 of Matt Gruenberg. Now Gruenberg bringing it down. Very interesting pit strategy there from Gruenberg. You know, Jamie Walker wasn't that far behind. If that caution had come out, I think Walker may have caught Gruenberg in just a few laps.
It's gonna be hard to say without actually seeing it, Chris. But yeah, I think you're right. I mean, Walker very fast here. The MF Racing Designs Camaro Mountain Dew machine looking mighty fine out there tonight.
All right, we're going to step away for just a moment. When we come back, we're going to finish up stage number 1 live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Back live here from Phoenix. New race leader James Miller in the 09. Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroy bringing up second and third. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in fourth. Then it's going to be Jeffrey Fisher in the 98 running in fifth spot.
Now, I know it doesn't help you, Chris, but now I'm able to, Mark Arthur let me know that we can see what flags the drivers have. So Marquis Smith did not take the green flag here. He is going to be scored in the 29th position here tonight. Casey Campbell did get the EOL for bringing out that last caution, but unfortunately the 73 is still sitting on pit road, got a meatball flag, which means he's got some damage that has to be repaired.
Yeah, we got a couple of drivers that have rejoined the lead lap, including Ian Habiak. So the Hurricane getting back at it. And already after that restart, we have got a lot of drivers going single file. Tomorrow night, Monday. Don't forget.
Monday.
It's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. It's going to be the TNA Shop Talk. Join in with all your favorite TNA drivers as they shoot the bull.
It'll be fun. I mean, they were off the last couple of weeks, but it is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah, see what happens when they're off for a couple of weeks, Rick? Here we go for the race lead. The 88 to the inside, and the 09 doesn't have a thing for him. Jamie Walker back to the race lead.
But the 09 Miller not giving up that easy, Chris, trying to hang out on the outside. They are door to door. Miller pulls ahead just a little bit here. He's going to be able to get by. Of course, you got to be careful. You don't want to burn up your tires.
Man, that outside is really quick.
Really quick.
Wow, wasn't expecting that. Not at all. All right, well, Jamie Walker back into the second spot. Dalton Kilroy, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Jeffrey Fisher. You see back just a little further, the 3 car making a move around Jason Day. Puts him back up to the 7th spot.
man, that sun's getting bright, Chris.
Well, it's
I'm looking now to see if it's going to have any real effect on the drivers.
I'm in with Jamie Walker as we look out the front and looking at the 09 of James Miller. And yeah, oh, the sun starting to get blocked a little bit by the clouds, thankfully.
But look how beautiful the track looks though with that little sunset happening right now. That's cool.
Oh boy, the hands full for Jamie Walker. My Lord.
I was gonna say that, man. He's seesawing on that thing right now.
We were told, Rick, that these cars were set up loose on purpose to try and get a little bit better race going here tonight, and so far, so good. Mark Arthur, lead admin here, in race control right now, but responsible for the setups that these guys run, and looks like he dialed in a good one here tonight.
He did. Now, an interesting thing, Chris, Matt Grunberg went down pit lane there on lap 40. So Matt Grunberg fell down, and he's back out on track now in 24th position.
Well, most things with him are by design, so I'm just going to let it go. We got Baby Storm watching us, Rick.
All right. Miss you out here, Kyle. Hopefully you're doing good, my friend. Hopefully Baby Storm's doing good. Merry Christmas to our fellow Vermonter.
Can I just say I love my wife, Rick? The house is smelling wonderful right now.
There's very few things that smell better than fresh baked bread.
Uh-huh.
Of course, probably. I mean, we just made bread. I made bread, like 3 loaves of bread about a month ago. Now I'm gonna have to make some more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's how it works. You make the bread, you eat the bread.
Yes,
you
it's
make
not
the
good
bread.
for me. So we've been trying to do good, but now that you said it, that's all I can think of. I think I'm making bread tomorrow. And then my kids will devour the loaf within hours.
There you go.
Because first they're gonna want to have toast, and then lunch is gonna come. They're gonna say, "Can you make me some grilled cheese?" Then dinner's gonna come. They're gonna say, "Well, you know, we already had grilled cheese for lunch, so why don't we have French toast for dinner?" And before you know it, Dad's gonna make a loaf of bread again because Mom and Dad only had a piece.
5 laps to go before we fall under caution for the first scheduled time here tonight, and Jamie Walker is wearing out the back bumper of the 09, trying to figure out a way to get around him, get the very valuable bonus points for winning stage number 1. The 88 lines them up side by side. The 09 on that slightly higher line, gonna have the momentum shot out of the corner. Miller holding him back. Great racing up front.
Very good.
Meanwhile, behind our leaders, it's the Butcher. In the 10 car, Jeffrey Fisher in the 98, Dalton Kilrow in the 41, Matt Hackathorn looking to the outside of the 41, couldn't quite get there. Matt Hackathorn running in the 6th spot. Very different line around this track these guys are using. Some are still using a little bit of that dog leg. Oh, for the race lead now, Jamie Walker using the outside lane. Walker may have figured it out. At the line, oh, the 09 cuts the track. He is using a lot of that dog leg. Is it going to be enough to stay in front of Jamie Walker? Yes, it is.
Man,
Walker battling back on the outside. Just 2 laps to go before we fall under caution for stage number 1. They're side by side again. Heading into turns 3 and 4 now. And the 09 takes a slight advantage. He's pushing up the track. Look out. That is a very sudden jump back onto the track when you use that dog leg, and Walker trying everything he can. He knows this is going to be it. He's got to get to the front. Every point counts, and Jamie Walker wants them all. The 09 trying to stop him. At the line, it's going to be Jamie Walker by about an inch. And that's the way it's going to end. Jamie Walker wins stage number 1. Unbelievable show. Wow. Great stage number 1. Caution number 2 for the evening here on lap number 51. And it doesn't get much closer than what we just saw. Rick's typing away.
I am.
But stage 1 winner still the 88 of Jamie Walker. We're going to step away for just a moment, get a couple of words in from a couple of sponsors. And when we come back, it's going to be stage number 2, just like that.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Racing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And we're back live here from Phoenix. Our new race leader is going to be Mike Hamlin in the Punisher. Number 28, Matt Gruenberg, right behind him in second spot. Then it's going to be Jamie Walker, stage 1 winner. In the third spot, Taylor Butcher Benjamin in fourth, James Miller in fifth. Dalton Kilroe, Matt Hackathorn, Jordan McAvoy, Josh Sexton, and Brian Dees round out the top 10. Did have a couple of drivers a little bit further back in the pack take some tires, Rick, but other than that, at least the top 10, maybe a little bit more. Nope, top 10 exactly. Did not take tires. Pace car is down. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag to start stage number 2. Stage 2 going to end at the end of lap 108. 53 laps from when we go green. Waiting for the restart zone. And here we go. Green flag is out.
Of course, drivers cannot go below that white line during the first lap, Chris, of the dog leg, so they got to be careful of that, or else there's going to be a pass-through penalty. It doesn't look like anybody has hit that.
And on the outside, Matt Gruenberg rushing to the race lead. Mike Hamlin in trouble on the outside. It's going to be the 88 of Jamie Walker. Hamlin going to be going backwards. Behind the 88, it's going to be the 10 of the Butchers. Is he going to be able to get there? No. The 28 jumps up to the high side. So Walker now runs in the second spot behind Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg, the winningest driver of the season, still has not locked into next week's race as a championship contender. But I don't see it working any other way as far as how the points work here. And we've got some cars pushing their way to the front. Right now, Jeffrey Fisher right behind his teammate, the 09 of James Miller. They are now side by side. Miller on the inside, Fisher on the outside. Oh, the 09 has to check up. Here goes the 10. Oh, the 09 gets clobbered. The 09 got clobbered as it was all coming apart in front of him. And it looks like Brian Dees may have been involved in that one. Let's go back and take a look. This was messy.
Yeah, both of Tim Horton's cars damaged in that one, Chris.
You see the 09 having to check up, seriously check up. Then the 10, and oh boy. The Butcher and Miller, I think, may have gotten the worst of that. Let's go back one more time here and watch it from the Butcher's point of view. The 98, I think. Well, I know it gets into the 10. The 10 goes sideways. The 3 gets into the 09. It showed me Brian Dees having a problem, but I think he stopped before it happened. Let's go back and look one more time. Oh, he does not come out of that one unscathed. And 17 definitely gets a bumper, a front bumper, involved in that one. It still has that front clip. All right, we go back live. Now we wait for race control to settle it out.
Yeah, and another interesting thing, Chris. Dave Seat's back. He's back in the car. I think he just had to use the restroom.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. He is being shown down about 31 laps or so, I guess. Actually bringing it down pit road right now. Heavy damage already on the 14. New race leader going to be Jamie Walker in the 88. As the 54 looks like he may have, yeah, he came down pit road.
And the 98 of Fisher going to be getting the EOL flag for that one.
I think that's where it all started, so I think good call there from race control. Jason Powell, Mark Arthur, race controlling here for tonight's race. It's a thankless job, Rick.
It is. I mean, we've been there before, and I want to say, thank you, especially to Mark, but of course to Jason too, Chris. I mean, we know that the number 18, Jason Powell, has been been on the track quite a bit this season, deciding to take some time off and help Mark with Sam having to work on the weekends, especially on Sunday nights. So, thank you, Jason, because like Chris said, very thankless job. Being an admin, helping to run a league is no joke. It doesn't matter how relaxed you try to make the league, there is always a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes.
All right, new running order. Here we go. It's going to be Jamie Walker, Corey Sherman, Matt Hackathorn, Tanner Marr, Jordan McAvoy, Terry Foster, Jason Day, Philip Van Vliet, Joshua Rutherford, Mike Hamlin. That's your top 10. As we get ready to go back under the green flag, pace car lights are off, and Jamie Walker opting for the outside lane.
I can't wait to see that new paint scheme there, Kyle. It's gonna be a good race, no matter where it's at. Now, a couple of seasons ago, Chris, the 88, we were in the the ARCA cars, I should say, but it was the K&N series, what we called it. And Jamie Walker actually won here at Phoenix.
Yeah, so he's no stranger to getting around this track, even though they moved the start-finish line. And here we go, back into the green flag. Walker wasting no time. He is gone. A shot out of the cannon. And Corey Sherman holding on to the second spot. Here comes Tanner Marr into third. Tanner Marr racing his heart out with Matt Hackathorn right behind him. The 86 of Terry Foster inside the top 5. He's got Jason Day working towards the outside. That one quickly put to rest as the 86 moves up top. Day stays to the outside. Terry Foster to the inside. And behind them, it's going to be Jordan McAvoy and Philip Van Vliet. 2 by 2 from 5th on back.
It's good to see Terry Foster up there in the top 5 once again.
I want to know who's driving.
I want to know why he's still using that. I mean, I love that he's using that paint, but cheap tobacco, kind of, I mean, they paid a lot of money to be on the side of the 86, and English Motors kind of took over. It was only supposed to be a one-race deal.
Nonetheless, Foster doing a pretty good job here tonight. Right now being scored in the 6th spot. Another driver doing a great job tonight. In fact, he's the biggest mover of the race. He's running in the 10th spot, up 18. It's the Hurricane. We're going to dial that thing up to like a category 3.
And we have a new race leader, Chris, kind of battling it out with Jamie Walker in the 88, but the 3 of Corey Sherman had the lead there for a little bit. Has it again, loses it, gets it back. And here comes Tanner Marr.
Sherman and Marr on new tires, so no real surprise there as they launch themselves to 1 and 2. Jamie Walker relegated back to that 3rd spot. Walker still on that original set of tires.
So you had to go and do that. I mean, I was trying to help a couple drivers out about feeling good. You know, they need that confidence boost.
Well, either way, they're going to get it.
Well, they are, but still.
Again, Tanner Marr, just a couple hours before the session went live, was able to get his power back. One of the many people involved in those nasty, nasty storms. 26 different tornadoes touching down over the states last night.
I couldn't imagine. I mean, that's I complain a lot. You know, I mean, you hear it. I complain a lot about living in Vermont. But we're pretty blessed with the weather that we have here. I mean, yeah, it's cold and we get a lot of snow, but we don't deal with a lot of that other stuff.
No, we don't. Got a shout out to Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman, doing a hell of a job here tonight. He is up to the 5th spot after starting in 15th position. Van Vliet up 10 since the drop of the green flag.
And I love that he's kept that Kool-Aid paint scheme, Chris. I mean, we talk about throwback paints. I mean, there's something about that paint that just kind of throws it back for me. I love it.
Brian Dees, who was involved in that last caution, got the front bumper crushed in a little bit. Right now being scored in the 17th position in his number 17, and the Marvel Studios machine starting to wonder if he is gonna be a factor in next week's race or not. Really did need to come in here and have a race win. Right now running in the 17th spot, down 3 since the drop of the green flag. Not at all where he needed to be. And right now the 55 on the top side, that's Joshua Rutherford trying to take another spot away from the 17. And he has got his hands full. A bunch of drivers right behind him, ready to do the same thing. So Corey Sherman in the 3 car leads the way with Tanner Marr right behind him.
And then Jamie Walker just a little ways back behind those two there. Van Vliet holding strong there in 4th. Hackathorn rounding out that top 5. Jason Day continues on having a good race, up 6 positions since the drop of the green flag in 6th. John Perkins in 7th. Terry Foster up 10, sitting in 8th. Rick Thompson, Mike Hillman rounding out that top 10.
Bears Packers, when this race is done, should still be going as we go under caution for the 3rd time here tonight. And this one looks like it may be Terry Foster in the 86.
Yeah, you really want to look at Rick Thompson is where it all started, Chris.
No, Rick Thompson right behind Terry Foster. So 76 goes inside of Foster, works up. Foster, oh, did a good job right up until he came back across the track. That's too bad. The 86 was having a pretty good night.
He was. And now a bunch of drivers head down pit road.
Jamie Walker going to stay out and resume the race lead. Corey Sherman, Tanner Marr going to give it up, come down. Jeffrey Fisher, James Miller, Derek Paulson all going to stay out along with Matt Gruenberg. It looks like the 3 car and the 4 car, fuel only, they're on their way back out onto the racing surface. So Walker, Fisher, Miller, Derek Paulson, Matt Gruenberg, your new top 5. Then it's going to be Corey Sherman, Tanner Marr, Matt Hackathorn, Philip Van Vliet, and John Perkins, our top 10. How's Jamie Walker feeling right now? He's being surrounded by Team AV, Rick. Rick?
Yeah,
Rick?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
oh.
I'm hello.
Hi there. Are you here?
I'm here. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah. What?
It was We were under caution, so I ran and got some water.
Oh,
I should have said something.
I see how it is.
Actually, the wife brought me lemon water as I was running up the stairs. She's like, oh.
My wife makes bread. Your wife makes lemon and water. We are two lucky dudes.
We are very blessed in life, let me tell you.
Pace car lights are off 1 mile until we go back under the green flag. We're going to be restarting on lap number 80. So it'll be 28 laps to go before stage number 2 comes to an end.
And again, they're going to tick off really quick.
What was it? The fuel run that Mark told us was 46 or something like that?
He said 39-ish.
Oh, 39-ish. Okay.
He said, unless you're Dalton Kilrow.
Well, yeah. And then it's 139-ish. Heavy on the ish.
But it seems like drivers are really coming down a lot sooner than that, Chris, and taking care of their service. I mean, obviously that is just so they can make some moves to get up towards the front of the field there.
Here we go, back into the green flag, and Walker with a great restart once again. Going to shut down Team AV as Jeffrey Fisher makes his way up to second spot. James Miller falls in place in third. Matt Gruenberg right behind him. He's got his hands full with Derek Paulson. Paulson on the outside, trying to get it done in that freshly painted Marielle machine out of MF Racing Designs. Paulson on the outside does have that slight advantage, but he lets it float up too high. And that's going to give the 54 a fighting chance on the inside. What a transition back onto the racing surface. Man, when they come back off from that apron, wow. It is violent.
It is. And I don't remember it ever being that bad. I really don't.
Tanner Marr in the 4 machine. In front of him, Derek Polson. Behind him, Corey Sherman. Here comes the Hurricane, up to 8th spot, up 20 positions, the biggest mover of the race. The Hurricane going for a hard charger award here tonight.
It's the Santa hat, I'm telling you.
Well, he does drive the TRJ Karting.com Ford Mustang. Make sure if you're looking for some karting goods, or if you're a sim racer, they do have a dedicated spot for sim racers. Go on over to TRJKarting.com. Let Tim know that we sent you over there. Tim busy playing bowling.
Playing bowling. I was gonna say something really bad there, but we'll just let it go. We're PG. But I know you need to make an order. I placed my order.
Yeah, I do. In fact,
That
all
should
right,
be
go
here.
on over it now. TRJ Karting with a K.
With a K.
.com.
And if all works out, my stuff actually might be here tomorrow. Jamie Fisher doing a good job, or Jamie Walker doing a good job. Jeffrey Fisher all over trying to find a way around the 88. Jamie Walker still on that old set of tires. Fisher, it looks like, I mean, he's had an extended pit time, 15.20 seconds, so I'm wondering if there is fresh Goodyears on the 98. Matt Gruenberg there in third, still trying to track down his teammate. Derek Paulson, you know, he's got a gaggle going on behind him. He's got the 09 and Miller. He's got the Hurricane on the inside of the 09. Maybe it breaks into the top 5.
See,
And
Rick,
now he's trying to take, yeah.
while you're doing all that, I'm over
Yeah.
there on TRJKarting.com. I'm looking at the KS2 karting shoe, $124.95. A great deal. And I'm
It
looking
is.
at it in blue.
Oh, you're going with the blue.
I'm looking at it. Meanwhile, though, as you were saying, the Hurricane dialing it up. Category 4 as he is advancing. And he is inside the top 5, running in the 4th spot, trying to track down Matt Grunberg. Meanwhile, our race leader, Jamie Walker, trying to stay away from Team AV. He's got Jeffrey Fisher and Matt Grunberg right behind him. Then back into the 6th spot, you got the 09 James Miller. That's a Team AV driver. He's running in 6th with Tanner Marr all over the back bumper, or at least what's left of it.
I'm just gonna tell you, I went with Alpine Stars, bro.
The Alpine Star, okay. I don't like laces all the way up. I think I want the Velcro.
Belt. Okay.
Tim, we gotta talk. I know you don't watch us live anymore. I'm hoping you watch us at some point during the week.
You just gotta go on Facebook at TRJ Karting, send him a message. He gets right back to you.
Mark got some CMP shoes from there. All right.
OMP.
Yes, Kyle. The answer to that question is yes. You have to be in the full session to be eligible for the butt kicker giveaway. That's going to happen at the championship, at the end of the championship race next week. I'll go ahead and answer that one for Mark. That's the third and final giveaway of butt kicker this season. Oh, OMP, sorry. It's on that monitor way far away and my glasses aren't very good anymore, so yeah. Sorry about that. I thought it was CMP though, that'd be cool too, comp. Yeah, if you wreck out and stay in the session, that counts. You gotta be in the session.
And while you're shopping online, Chris, doing a little last minute Christmas shopping for yourself, just say no. You buy whatever you want. And if you put it under the tree for Christmas, if it gets here in time and you put it from Santa, your wife can't complain and talk about it because then the kids know.
Know what?
Nothing.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean,
What I do know, though, Matt Grunberg got around Jeffrey Fisher, as did Ian Habiuk. Grunberg on the back door of the 88 machine.
yeah, we do have this great battle here going on for the race lead, and oh, Matt Grunberg having a little blink. That is something we haven't seen all season, and here we are.
And you know what's strange, Chris? Remember I talked to you about, I see that Matt Grunberg entered pit lane, then he comes off. It happens when that blinking happens.
Yeah, very odd. Hey, how about this? Ian Habiuk all the way up to third spot. The kid is racing his heart out here tonight. And look at that. You would swear you were looking at Brian Dees right there.
I know, he hasn't blinked.
Oh, there's one.
There's one.
Oh,
There's
two.
another one. He's catching up now.
He's catching up, yeah. On the straightaways, he catch up.
He's not quite to the Soul Stealer spot. Yeah, he's getting there.
Corey Rutherford having a bit of a problem working his way backwards, staying off track. We're going to stay under green flag conditions with Jamie Walker still up front. So a good job from Corey Rutherford to keep this thing under the green flag. Could have just as easily, Rick, come out on track and brought out the caution.
Yeah, racing hard with his brother and Rick Thompson, and looks like Rick Thompson might have got into him just a little bit, sent the 5 up to the wall, and then, like you said, Chris, came down, hit the inside wall, stayed there until he was clear. Unfortunate for the number 5 work in progress Mullet Music Productions machine.
Meanwhile, we got a couple of drivers that have to win here tonight, and they are pegged right behind the 09 of James Miller. It's Tanner Marr and John Perkins, the 4 and the 33. The 33 following the 09. The 4, I don't know how it's possible, Rick, but it looked like he might have gotten a little tight there. Oh, the 4 and the 89 get together. It sends the 4 up into the wall. Tanner Marr holding on to it after a little bit of door banging going on between himself and Philip Van Vliet. That was awesome.
It was. Now, just for clarification, Tanner Marr no longer in.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, he is still running the yellow spoiler, but no longer involved. You're absolutely correct. I can't wait to see him. I mean, seriously, I love a lot of the paints that come out. Jamie Walker on pit road. That's big news. Giving up the race lead to Matt Gruenberg. Walker coming down pit road to get service done to his number 88. And the 54 is in fuel conservation mode. Let's hop on board with Matt Gruenberg, winningest driver of the season. Heck, winningest driver of the playoffs for that matter. And he is definitely in fuel conservation mode. Ian Habiuk in the second spot. Derek Paulson, James Miller, John Perkins round out the top 5, and we're busy watching as the sun has gone down. Matt Gruenberg saving all the fuel he can. We got 7, make it 6 more laps before caution comes out again, Rick. Unless something else happens.
I was gonna say unless something else happens, but Michael, you know, we could rag you on it, but I'm just gonna say that if Paulson doesn't make it into the round of 4, just saying.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's the painter's fault.
It's okay.
That's
it's
all.
the painter's fault, though.
You know, first it's nameplates, then it's yellow spoilers that don't belong on the car. I don't know. Then Derek Paulson, poor Derek Paulson. I mean, he's supposed to have a yellow spoiler, but Marielle didn't do it. But you know what? It don't matter because her paint job looks great, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, I got to give it a pass because the car number is the Candy King. I mean, come on.
Yeah. The kid's got vision, and it's something that I don't have. That's pretty awesome.
You have vision, but it's not very clear.
Yeah.
This is how it goes when Chris wants paint. Hey, Rick, buddy, I know you're busy, but I need 45 paints done by tonight. And I want blue and purple and gray. And you remember that car that you did for me way back when we first started iRacing? I love it. I still have it as my desktop. It's a really small picture because even back then we were using CRT monitors that were 14 inches. And I don't know, just do whatever you got to do and I'll be happy with it.
Casey Campbell having troubles yet again, Rick, back on pit road. What a frustrating night as the gloves come off once again for Casey Campbell. Just a very, very frustrating night for him here tonight.
You know, the good news is all he has to do, though, is turn around, Chris. He can let his pit crew fix up his car, and he can bang on the drums a little bit to get some of that frustration out.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on the drums all day. Here comes Ian Habiuk. Habiuk battling it out for the race lead. The Hurricanes slipping it up to a Category 5. Yeah, I am losing frames. I don't know why, Kyle. I see it. And I'm not sure why. It'll fix itself. It has been all night, except for, boy, is it getting bad now? Okay.
It's either a YouTube issue or, I mean, the wind's not here anymore.
Yeah, I'm dropping frames like a madman right now, so it's definitely some sort of connection issue. Don't know from where, but that's okay. It's here we are on lap 108. Habia tried it, but our stage 2 winner, it looks like it is going to be Matt Gruenberg. He just has to get to that stripe line. The Hurricane turned up the wick, just not going to be enough to beat Matt Gruenberg to the line. Caution is out for stage number 2. And congratulations goes out to Matt Gruenberg, our stage 2 winner. Guys, we're going to step away for just a moment. We're going to see if we can clear this thing up. And when we come back, the third and final stage, the push, the lap 200, right here live on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
to go live with stage number 3. Our race leader going to be Mike Hamlin in the 28 car. Ian Habiak in second. Matt Gruenberg third as we get this one going. I do apologize for what's happening on YouTube. Nothing I can do about it. Just keep going. As the frame drop continues. All right, and just like that, we have a new race leader, Matt Gruenberg, Mike Hamlin, Ian Habiak. Here comes Derek Paulson in the 6.
And he is looking fast right now.
Oh, the Marielle machine trying to get it done. Up the third spot now is Derek Paulson looking for more as he's inside of the 28, Mike Hamlin.
Whoa, Matt Gruenberg seesawing that wheel like crazy. Well, the good news is, Chris, on my screen, the future is feeling the Bucker logo's on.
Yeah, so way behind here on YouTube. way behind. Meanwhile, Derek Paulson in second spot, Joshua Sexton in third, and just about every driver out there enjoying new set of tires.
Yeah, including the guy who's sitting in fourth right now. That's the 31 and Jason Day.
Jason Day, the 31, bringing it in fourth spot. Mike Hamlin has fallen back to fifth. Caution on the track.
Oh, no.
And the 44 driving without a hood. Oh, let's go back and take a look.
Whoa.
At the 16 of Dave Seats, the 44 of Aaron Bach overrunning nose to tail. And it looks like Dave Seats got into the 44. The 44 hard into the outside wall. And that brings out this caution. Lap 121 of 200. It's going to be Matt Gruenberg, Derek Paulson. James Miller gets his lap back. It looks like YouTube is trying to catch up. I can only push so much right now. 17,000 bytes a second. That should be enough. As we work this caution out. I'm hoping that by the time this caution goes, and I'm not going away to commercial break, I'm hoping by the time this caution is done, it is sorted out. We're going to find out here, Rick. This is the part of broadcasting that I really don't like. There's some things that are not in my control, and that ticks me off.
Yeah, there's nothing that we can really do about it, Chris. We just got to roll on with it, call it good, and do the best we can. Now, just so you know, Dave Seats was given the EOL penalty for bringing out that caution, as you saw and called, getting into the 44 Marenbach Open.
All right, so Seats at fault. Gonna go back to the end of the lead lap, but poor Aaron.
Who's already there?
Poor Aaron.
I know.
All right, so we still have a bunch of drivers out there with relatively fresh tires, as they were on pit road just 12 laps ago. And it looks like YouTube is almost caught up. They should be getting really good now, as everything starting to go back to the way it should. We'll see. Thank you for hanging out with us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Caution lights are off. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. And just the second to last race of the season for the Blazing Pedals. Next week, championship race. Can't tell you where. Can just tell you that that's the race that's coming up. Pace car drops down onto pit road. We get ready for Matt Gruenberg to take control of the field. Waiting for that restart zone to happen. And the stream should be settling down. 16,133 frames lost, but we're still here as we go back under the green flag. Lap 124 of 276 laps to go. And Matt Gruenberg leading the way, trying to punch his ticket into the final four. Matt Gruenberg, Derek Paulson, Jason Day, our top three. The Hurricane in a battle with Taylor Butcher Benjamin. The Butcher on the inside, taking away fourth spot from the Hurricane.
And here comes the 51 of Josh Sexton to follow along the Butcher. Right now, the 16, the Hurricane, he is in a little bit of trouble. Oh, hang on to it, boys. That was close.
Uh-huh. Matt Gruenberg continues to lead the way. The guy who's led the most laps here tonight, the 88 of Jamie Walker, marred back into the 12th position, trying to figure out a way to get back towards the front, knowing he's got less than 75 laps to get there. Another driver looking to punch his ticket into next week's race. Here comes Brian Dees down to the inside. Dees in ninth spot. Brian Dees working the inside of Terry Foster. Foster having a great race here tonight. The 88 working the dog leg. On the inside, going around Terry Foster. And just like that, Walker finds himself inside of the top 10, running in ninth. Checking in on the stream, it looks like everything running nice and smooth now, Rick, as we are lap 128 of 200, and Walker trying to find his way towards the front. Brian Dees trying to as well. Dees stuck on the outside. Has to let the 88 go. Doesn't have the speed to stop him.
Which, I mean, running in ninth, 128 laps into this race, not terrible, but not exactly where Brian Dees wanted to be tonight.
Yeah, if it was halfway through the season, we'd be calling it a good race tonight. Only the race win is going to matter for Brian Dees. The Soul Stealer trying to get it done. He's concentrating. You can see it in the eyes. The eyes that don't blink. He did lick his chop, so he might be down about a half a body or so. Meanwhile, Jamie Walker has really separated himself from Ryan Dees just a few laps ago. They were racing side by side. Now Walker running in the 6th spot, right behind Joshua Sexton. Sexton in the 51, trying to get up towards the front, but he's got the 88 inching in closer and closer. Matt Gruenberg has left Derek Paulson in 2nd spot a long ways back. 1.88 seconds behind is Derek Paulson. Jason Day running in a 3rd spot right behind Derek Paulson, and Day wouldn't mind a little race win of his own. I want to go ahead and thank everybody for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. I know we had a little bit of a bump there from YouTube, but it's all better now. Caution on the track, lap 133. And Jeffrey Fisher pointing in the wrong direction. Let's go back and take a look, see what happened with the 98. '98 gets a little bit of loose and makes contact with the 76, and around he goes. And great driving by all those behind him, able to go around one side or the other as the 98 gets it righted. And we are under caution one more time here from Phoenix.
Best track ever.
Shelly's out there. Don't even get me started. Yeah, okay. Shelly, I'm sorry. The only thing I can say about that one is Aaron wasn't involved in it.
I'm just gonna say I bought a shirt that was supposed to make him great again. I tried. I did my part.
You came up with the catchphrase. Savage Edge did the rest. Aaron isn't living up to it. This has not been his season. Maybe next year. You know, that's the thing, is there's always next year. And unfortunately for Aaron, he has just had a lot of bad luck this season. Seems like if there was a caution somehow, some way, his car would find a way to it. And that really has been a story this season.
Yeah, it has been.
Well, for all those who are even slightly interested, a lot of you know that in this past summer, I was very involved in some real life racing. Well, we've got a second chassis that's all built, ready to go. And work has begun on yet another chassis for Maynard Racing.
Oh boy. You're gonna need a bigger pit crew.
That is already true. And we're also potentially, this third chassis may be a late model.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, it is right. We have the frame. We just need to try and build it up. That's a lot of money. About 100 grand to build one of those cars. From scratch.
It ain't cheap. Well, Rick Thompson is going to be getting the black flag for bringing out that caution there.
Kyle, before we have another driver, first I got to put my butt in a seat. That might be happening this season. We'll see. Pace car lights are off. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Of course, with my luck, you'll be like, well, you're such a good crew chief that I want you to crew chief for both cars. So, anyway.
Did you hear that, Adam? I'm gonna send that right over to him. I got that. No, I got that saved.
63 laps to go, and we retake the green flag, and the 54 hits the loud pedal. Here we go. The junkyard warrior class. That's a lot of fun. I had a car 3/4 of the way built, just couldn't get it done. And then it rotted out from underneath itself, and I sent it to the great car grave behind.
Choked on my water.
You all right, bud?
Yeah, it was a port. It's okay.
Matt Gruenberg, your race leader. Matt Hackathorn right behind him.
I mean, you walked into that one, but I mean, a Ford inside of a shop, rotting away, can't even run in the junkyard series. Feel about a bow tie.
It could have, but I prefer to be a little bit more safe than that.
You got to be safe.
I got kids to come home to, bud.
Amen. And a wife.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And a best friend. And mom and dad.
Tight racing here at Phoenix, and it has been all night long. Lap 141 at 200 for the last race of the season, excluding next week, the championship race coming from we don't know where. Right now, the winningest driver of the season, Matt Gruenberg, up front, and he is starting to separate himself from Matt Hackathorn. Hackathorn, a member of the Team AV as well, in the second spot. Mike Hamlin in third. John Perkins, Jamie Walker round out the top five. And it's going to be Jordan McAvoy, Corey Rutherford, Derek Paulson, James Miller, and Jason Day. And one driver who's been very quiet here tonight, Rick, the 41 of Dolan Kilroe. Last season's champion. Really haven't seen a lot of him since stage number 1 when he was inside of the top 5. But since then, I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, he has been having a quiet night, Chris, but there is a lot of front end damage to the 41 Daddy O's Camaro. And, well, I mean, it looks like it's been beat up. He's locked in, so it's all good. But still, just a rough night there for Dalton.
Then there's the kid. He's been having a great night, up and down the charts all night long, driving in the Ford Mustang, the TRJ Karting.com. Ford Mustang driven by Ian Habiak. Habiak earlier was able to turn it up to a category 4. Right now, we're going to put it down to a 1 as he is inside of the top 10. But battling it out. Trying to get up closer to the front. The 16 looking nice and clean here tonight. Ian's had a hell of a race.
He really has. I mean, I think that deserves Santa to bring him a new wheel, a new wheelbase.
He's already got the wheelbase. I think just a wheel, maybe a round wheel instead of the formula wheel that he's running.
He likes that. That reminds him of the karts, man. He's got a background.
Ian Habiak now slides down to the inside to try and get around McAvoy in the 66. 66 going backwards as the 10 able to get around him, and now So too does the 16. Here comes Joshua Sexton in the 51, trying to put McAvoy down yet another spot. So Sexton in the 51 doing a good job trying to get up towards the front. He's up 13, make it 14 spots as Taylor Butcher Benjamin having a big old blink. And the driver out of Penn State gets it solidified once again and able to start charging towards the front. Jamie Walker right now running behind Rick Thompson in the 76. Rick, unfortunately, not in the hunt right now for tonight's race. He is being shown in the 22nd position, but just ahead of him, the 33 of John Perkins running in 4th. Teammates trying to get it done.
Uh-oh.
I hear uh-ohs.
Yep, here, this one's gonna be all you, because you brought the bad luck. We have somebody in the infield care center, Aaron Baca, with the driver in the Bush number 44.
Oh.
You got Chris, because it's his fault, buddy.
Oh, I had a feeling that's probably on the broadcast. Something had to be good said, and that was it.
Aaron, what is going on the 44 off track? Shelly Cook is over there. She's crying. Tell me what's going on.
You should be used to it by now. They should all be used to it. You know, that bad luck back over jinx going on. Tried saving tires as long as I could. Had fresh tires, and we had that restart, and 14 just got in there a little deep and got in the back of me, and end of another race for me this season.
Well, we saw it. Unfortunately, we went back and watched it. It was a pretty hard lick that you took. And, man, what a way. You have had one of the toughest seasons. It can only get better. That's the only upside here.
And even if it doesn't, we've only got a week to go. So that's an upside, too.
Well, I mean, for next season, it can only get better.
Oh, I heard.
All right,
Yeah.
Aaron. Who do you have to thank on the 44? The list better be long, because this is I think the first time we've talked to you all season long here.
Sure. It's been a long season. You know, I got to thank TNA Motorsports. Thank the guys and gal over there. We all try to keep each other motivated. Mark and Jason up there doing race control, and I wanted to come in and thank you guys for all you've done through the seasons, broadcasting us, and we're going to miss you next year.
You're not going to miss me. Who do you think you're going to wreck with next year?
But everybody, the way it goes.
Well, I mean, I have a special shirt that I'm going to be wearing when I take Terry out. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go. That better be the Make Aaron Great Again one.
It is, buddy. It is.
Oh, buddy. Hey, are you all set for Christmas, Aaron?
Yeah. I'm ready to get this season over. I don't really care what Santa's bringing at this point.
I don't know if he's going to bring you another stable of cars or not, bud, but man, what a season you have had. And wow, I can't think of a driver that's had worse luck than you. And I don't mean to like rub it in, but it really has been that kind of season.
Oh, yeah. And Mark and I have talked about it. I mean, I try to stay out of trouble, and it seems like no matter where I'm at, trouble finds me.
Yeah,
Just a bad season.
It's been amazing. You've been quick at a bunch of tracks, and even that doesn't seem to save your bacon here this season. But yeah, like I said, there's always next season, and I hope to see the 44 doing something special.
So do I. So do a bunch of people, I think. So.
Yeah. Well, I know Shelly Cook is out there going, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah.
Definitely.
All right, Aaron. Well, what are the plans for the rest of this race? You gonna just keep it parked and help out, or are you gonna get back out on track?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it parked, see what I can do to help the team. I've got all my required repairs fixed, and I can't break 30-second laps, so I'm just gonna be in the way out there. Might as well just get out of the way now and call it a night.
All right, Brody. Well, I hope to see you tomorrow night on TNA Shop Talk. And well, we'll see you next week.
All righty. Thanks again for all you do, guys.
All right,
brother. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Aaron Bockover, driver of the number 44. Going to be calling it quits here for tonight. Too much damage, and the car is too slow. Can't continue, or doesn't feel comfortable continuing, Rick. And it's a smart move probably from Aaron. He doesn't want to be in the way. Look, championships ride on tonight and next week.
Exactly. And, you know, that wasn't an easy decision for Aaron. I mean, he wants to go out there and do the best that he possibly can, but if he's not comfortable in the car, I mean, he's doing the right thing.
Lagging is back. It shouldn't be. Everything looks fine on my side.
I was gonna say, no, I haven't had any issues.
You might just need to hit refresh there, Kyle. All right, Matt Gruenberg is really starting to. Oh no, Matt Gruenberg's bringing it down pit road. The leader is giving up the race lead. He's bringing it down pit road, and so is Jordan McAvoy. That's going to give the race lead over the 28 of Mike Hamlin. With 40 laps to go, this could be the final pit stop of the night, depending on whether or not we have a caution between now and the end of the race. Mike Hamlin in the 28 are race leader. John Perkins, Derek Paulson, and Jamie Walker. Jason Day round out the top 5. And what a move from Matt Gruenberg. I swear I didn't think he was coming down pit road. Then all of a sudden he was on the commitment cone.
Yeah, he wasted no time. I mean, that's the thing though, Chris. I mean, we know that we have to stop at least one more time. Matt Gruenberg just decided to say, hey, listen, I know I can go this many laps. I'm going to do it.
Well, he might be able to go that many laps, Rick, but how quickly is he going to be able to go that many laps? Because I thought it was just under 40 laps that the fuel run was.
Yeah, they've been throwing that in all night, though. I mean, Chris, we've seen guys come in, you know, around lap 20, 25. So either it's off a little bit or guys are just doing some strategy. As a matter of fact, talking about strategy, here comes John Perkins.
All right. Well, if your season was on the line, how are you going to play this one out?
I think doing exactly what John Perkins is doing, Chris. Come down, get my service done. If I have an extra set of tires, use them. It's been a good long green flag stint here.
We have a new race leader. It is the 6 car painted by Marielle out of MF Racing Designs, MFRD. He is the race leader. It's Derek Paulson in the 6, and Jamie Walker now works the outside. Derek Paulson to the race lead, and just like that, Jamie Walker to the outside, gonna take it over. Jamie Walker, our new race leader. And here comes Jason Day. He's also to the outside of Derek Paulson. Day looking for second. He's got it, and now it's gonna be Joshua Sexton. Sexton in the 51, gonna look to the top side. Here comes the 6 on the inside, trying to battle it out, not gonna quite get there. Wow. And now the 6 gonna bring it down pit road. Last pit stop if we stay under green for the 6 car. Caution on the track. That's gonna be big. Oh, not caution. We're staying under green.
No caution, yeah.
Brian D's having a problem. That could be the season. That could be the season for Brian D's. Look at the face. He knows it. Jamie Walker with a bit of a blink there. So right now we've got 8 drivers on the lead lap. It's Walker, Day, Sexton, Butcher Benjamin, Ian Habiat, Corey Sherman, Dalton Kilrow, and Terry Foster. Those are the 8 drivers on the lead lap. First driver not on the lead lap. Rick, it's going to be Matt Gruenberg, and Gruenberg is making quick work of all of these drivers.
Yes, he is.
Those fresh tires definitely making all of the difference.
Man, that's unfortunate there for Brian Dees.
Yeah, that's a season ender right there. Dees having a problem. The 54 going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. He's going to earn it by going around Jamie Walker. Walker going to try and battle on the outside. Walker still hoping for a caution. If Walker can get a caution, he'll be all set.
But if that caution doesn't come out, you know?
Yeah, if the caution doesn't come out, he's in trouble.
Yep. Oh, looks like YouTube is doing its thing again, Chris.
Yes, it is. Damn it.
.30 laps left to go out of this one, Chris. What is Jamie Walker gonna do?
The only thing Jamie Walker can do right now is hope for a caution. Without a caution, I don't know if he's going to be able to win tonight. Now, he doesn't have to win. A top 5 finish would probably be enough to get him to the championship next week. But he wants to.
He definitely wants to.
And again, I gotta apologize for YouTube. Unfortunately, it is all on their side. There is absolutely nothing I can do to fix this, guys. I am so sorry.
I mean, while it's a bummer right now, as long as it gets fixed by next Saturday or next Sunday.
You know, this has everything to do with the storms that happened last night. And there's, oh man. Well, Walker, Butcher Benjamin, Ian Habiak, your top 3. And Corey Sherman, Dalton Kilrow, round out the top 5. Terry Foster having a hell of a night, running in 6th spot right now. Matt Gruenberg in 7th, right behind Terry Foster.
Okay, don't jinx it now.
I'm not.
Just whatever you do, don't go into the cockpit of Terry Foster's car, because I made a Michael mistake.
All right. Terry Foster bringing it down pit road. Jamie Walker as well, bringing it down pit road. That's going to give the race lead over to Taylor Butcher Benjamin. The Butcher and Ian Habiak running 1 and 2. Corey Sherman going to pick up 3rd spot after that. Matt Gruenberg should, I don't know. Matt Gruenberg should be able to get in front of Walker and Kilrow as they are on pit road.
Yeah, kind of what I'm thinking.
25 laps to go. The Butcher and Ian Habiak bringing it down pit road. Our race leader, Corey Sherman, also bringing it down pit road. That's going to give the race lead back over to Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg in the 54, our race leader. Jamie Walker has been on pit road for quite a long time. He is definitely getting tires right now. Matt Hackathorn going to be in 2nd spot. We're waiting for this all to kind of kick around.
Now, the downside to Walker too, Chris, though, if you really think about it, I mean, he is the first pit stall on pit road, so it is a long, slow, painful drive from the entrance into the pit stall. Then you got to wait, what, 14, 15 seconds for your crew to do what it's got to do. Then you got to get back out there and make up some time. Now that's what Jamie Walker has to do right now. Matt Grunberg going into turns 3 and 4 right now, and Jamie Walker just coming out of turns number 2, heading in down the backstretch.
Yeah, Walker comes out in 10th spot, now up to 9th by getting around Ian Habia. Matt Grunberg on fresh tires, along with Jamie Walker and a bunch of others in between. Matt Hackathorn, Derek Paulson, 2nd and 3rd on fresh tires. John Perkins not on fresh tires in 4th spot. In 5th and 6th, it's going to be McAvoy and Miller. They're on fresh tires. 7th and 8th, that's Day and Sexton. They are on fresh tires. Jamie Walker had a slow pit stop, Rick, about a second longer than everybody else. He is in 9th spot with fresh tires. Ian Habia last on lap 176. He is on old tires. That rounds out the top 10.
It does. Now, we said that Matt Grunberg on fresh tires. He is on fresh tires, but that was back on lap 159. So
that's true. Oh, look out. The 09 getting squirrely up there. As he is, I don't know, having a battle. I'm not sure why. Right now, he is, I don't even see him. Oh, he's in 9th spot.
9th spot, yep.
Now he hits the wall. The 09 staying off from Terry Foster. He's got his hands full. James Miller has got a handful of that 09. Holy cow. Jason Day on the outside of the top 3, looking for more as he is in 4th spot. Amanda Sherman, she is being scored 1 lap down. She's having a great night quietly, but that pizzazz is all over the 8 car. And Matt Grunberg all by himself.
He's all by himself. Yeah, we'll see how long that's going to last, though, Chris, because, I mean, as he goes into turns 3, Jamie Walker coming out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. So Jamie Walker starting to chew into that lead.
46 of Fred Thompson, hard into the wall. The 46 brings out a caution. Oh, that could be exactly what the 88 wanted. Yep. Yellow flag on the track.
I said that changes everything.
Fred Thompson with a huge hit to the inside retaining wall. Let's go back and take a look. Thompson, who I don't think I've ever seen him actually crash, Rick.
No.
Comes off the corner and just hard noses it right into the inside retaining wall. Great job from Fred, the elder statesman here at Blazing Pedals, to stay to the inside as that car wanted to push back to the top side of the track.
Now, a few drivers are using this caution to go down pit road. That includes the Hurricane, Corey Rutherford. Matt Grunberg gave up the lead to come down. Jordan McAvoy, John Perkins, James Miller.
And no doubt Grunberg getting a fresh set of tires on.
Yes.
And this race is changing time and time again. Derek Paulson, Jason Day, Jamie Walker, your top 3.
Just confirmed. Sorry, this is breaking news. Just confirmed by Race Control. This is Fred Thompson's first ever incident since he joined Blazing Pedals.
Wow. I thought it might be, but I didn't want to call it. But wow, what a string of great driving from Fred. Again, the elder statesman here at Blazing Pedals. He 70 plus years old. Comes out just to have fun with his son and the team. Finally having his first incident ever here at Blazing Pedals. Guys, if you're still seeing lag, make sure you hit refresh on YouTube because it is cleared up. I want to make sure you see the last, I don't know, 14 laps or so as clear as you can. And we're going to hope and cross our fingers that YouTube is okay for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so.
It's going to be good.
I want to go ahead and thank everybody once again for tuning into the Turn 3 Racing Network. I also need to thank all of our sponsors here for Blazing Pedals. Couldn't do it without you. TRJKarting.com. Butt Kicker. Make sure you go to Butt Kicker. Use code BLAZING to receive 20% off. Savage Edge. MF Racing Designs. Make sure you check them out over on Facebook. Michael Falk Racing Designs. You can't get a better paint job. And here we go. Pace car is off. We're waiting to go back under the green flag. Derek Paulson chooses the top side lane to go back under the green flag with his inside is covered up by Jason Day. A little contact before the race even gets going again. Here we go. And the 6 car hits the loud pedal. We're back under the green flag. Jamie Walker trying to get to first place right now, running in third. He's got the outside. That's Joshua Sexton. Sexton holding on strong on the outside lane as we've seen all night long. Caution on the track. Oh boy.
Might have been the 84 Matt Hackathorn.
Team AV's Matt Hackathorn having a problem. Let's go back and take a peek. You see the 09, that's James Miller to the inside. Hackathorn goes way to the top side, gets loose. And Amanda Sherman gets collected. Another car did too. Was that Jeffrey Fisher? Let's go back, take a look. Fisher behind Fred Thompson. Fisher goes down to the inside and kind of has his own caution behind the main caution. All right.
Matt Hackathorn gets a little pizzazz in the ass.
So Amanda was kind of caught up into this one. I think it might have been the 66. Yeah, the 66 is the one that goes up on 2 wheels. Let's go back one more time. Oh, it wasn't the 66. Oh, it was the 61. That's what it was. Okay, let's go back. Somehow, I don't know how, he did not flip over. Okay. That's iRacing physics at its best right there.
And of course, the 84 Matt Hackathorn gonna get the black flag or the UL for that caution there. Chris having a little metaverse issue with his I don't even know what they call it now, but Rift Meta.
Meta. I don't know, bud. Here's what I know. We have 11 laps to go. Derek Paulson is our race leader. Then it's Jason Day, Jamie Walker, Matt Sexton, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, and Dalton Kilroe, our top 6. Philip Van Vliet, Matt Gruenberg, John Perkins, and Jordan McAvoy round out the top 10. Just outside of that, the Hurricane, Ian Habiak. Biggest mover of the race, our race leader, Derek Paulson, plus 23 since the drop of the green flag all those laps ago. It's going to be 9 laps to go when we retake the green flag. And just one more shout out to Mark Arthur. This seems to have been a great setup here tonight. It has provided some great racing here from Phoenix.
He is the setup god. Now, if he ever wanted to stop driving, he could probably make some good money there on iRacing. Just saying. Especially if you need a win at New Hampshire. He's got the set that you beat everybody.
A few times.
A few times.
The 6 puts the pedal down. Here we go. Back under the green flag. Derek Paulson, our race leader. Jason Day in second spot. Here comes the 88 to the inside of Day. We've seen the inside, Rick. It's not really the place to be, but right now the 88 trying to make it work. He's going for second spot. It's Jamie Walker.
Oh, the
5 hard into the wall. Caution's going to come out again.
We're still under green.
And Walker's going to take it to second spot. We do continue under the green flag. Matt Gruenberg up the 5th spot after that last restart. Gruenberg trying to put his name into the I'm Safe award category. To his outside, the 51, that's Joshua Sexton. Behind him, it's Dalton Kilroe. Kilroe takes it to the top side. Dalton Kilroe trying to get ahead of steam. Can't quite do it. The 54 clears Sexton. Jamie Walker in the second spot. Jason Day in third.
What happened there that you saw live, Chris? The 09 and the 5 running very hard together. 09 comes up just a little bit, collected the 5. They both went for a ride.
Jamie Walker shoves it down to the inside of the 6. Walker going for the race win. With 6 laps to go, he's got a nose in. Gruenberg off the wall, the 3 hard into the inside retaining wall. We stay under green. Corey Sherman gonna take it to the inside wall, and Sherman's gonna lose a lot of spots. Meanwhile, the 8 takes it down onto the apron and back out in front of Derek Paulson. The 88 trying to win this one and punch his ticket for next week. 2 Team AV drivers already solidified their spot into the next week's championship race. The 88 looking to do the same. Derek Paulson in second spot, trying to hold on. Derek Paulson got a mirror full of the 54. That's Matt Gruenberg. Gruenberg stuck in third spot. Gruenberg now down to the inside. It's going to be Paulson and Gruenberg side by side heading into the corner. Three laps to go for our race leader, Jamie Walker. Meanwhile, a battle continues on here for second spot, and it's done. Matt Gruenberg getting it done here for second spot. Jason Day touching the wall, sparks flying everywhere. With 3 laps to go, the 88 has got a little bit of a lead. Call it 0.7 of a second. Popsicle sticks in the air for Jamie Walker. Walker trying to get to the race win. This is what he needs. He wants to punch a ticket for next week. Sparks flying off from the cars behind. The 88 continues to lead the way. Gruenberg in second spot, trying to steal it away. White flag this time by. 1 mile to go for the 88. Jamie Walker trying to get it done. He's going to do it his way. He's going to try and win the race. The 54 of Gruenberg can't quite get there. He's going to be 6/10 behind on the backstretch. Derek Paulson holding on to third. Checkered flag in the air, and it's going to be Jamie Walker for the race win. Matt Gruenberg second. Derek Paulson third. Day, Sexton, McAvoy, Kilroe, Taylor, Butcher Benjamin, John Perkins, and Ian Habiak, your top 10.
Man,
Wow.
what a great ending.
A great race here tonight from Phoenix. And it does hurt me to say it, but it was a great race. The 88 punches his ticket for next week.
So I just want to say, I just want to mention something, Chris, as I'm looking at the cars doing their cool down lap right now. So you just need to race this when it's a nighttime race because you don't see the brown. I figured it out for you, and this is now your favorite track.
That might be the ticket. Maybe I can get better than second.
There you go.
The 88 with the Polish victory lap.
Love it. My favorite part.
Alan Kulwicki. If you guys don't know who Alan Kulwicki is, I invite you to go back into YouTube. Just do a search. The guy could have been one of the best ever. And the 88 hasn't forgotten Alan Kulwicki. Is he getting ready to burn the house down? He's doing it in reverse, Rick. That's some talent.
Well, he didn't use the rubber on the back side of the tires, it's the front side, so.
Yeah.
See?
As the 88 brings it to victory lane. Let's see if we can get right into these post-race interviews. I don't know. Got some setting up to do here. Bear with us for just a moment. I'm going to get it started here with the number 6. That is Derek Paulson. Derek, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you guys.
Well, bud, you did everything you could here tonight, and a third place finish. Not too shabby for the 6 machine. What a paint job you got going on there.
Yep, my little painter Mariel there decided she wanted to get back in the paint booth, and it's Christmas time, so what better way to celebrate Christmas with a Christmas car?
And a third place finish as well, Derek. It was a heck of a race here tonight, bud.
Yeah, I needed to win to make it into the next round. After last week, I had some mechanical failures with the old computer. I don't know. I've never had that happen all year. Haven't had that happen in years, I should say. And I racing for Frozen. I got boot. So I knew I was going to be a massive uphill battle. This place isn't quite my bread and butter track, but it's not terrible. And I gave her my best shot, gave her a full swing at her, and it just came up a little bit short.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go so you can get to Bears and Packers. Go Bears.
Yep, go Bears. Oh, I better thank you guys again. I got to thank the admins. Got to thank MF Racing Designs. I got to thank Five Kings on the radio. And, I go Bears. Hopefully they're not getting smoked too bad.
Go. Who?
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll find out here in just a few moments. I know you're as excited as I am. It's the biggest rivalry in sports. Derek Paulson, the driver of the number 6, getting it done here in third spot tonight. Rick, I believe you caught up with our second place finisher, the driver of the number 54, Matt Gruenberg.
I just trying to figure out why you two are excited about getting your butts kicked again. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that.
Matt Gruenberg, you got Rick and Chris up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, what an exciting race for you. Up 20 positions once again, coming home in second there. Tell us about your race a little bit.
Yeah, it was an interesting race. Changed a couple strategies a few different times, just based on where the cautions came out in the first stage. I was going to try to save it all the way to the end and not pit, but then the caution came out, so we were able to top up there. And same with the second stage, there was caution, changed up strategies. Third stage, we had a few cautions as well. I don't think we needed in that last caution. I think we could have caught the 88 and passed him for the win had we not gotten that last yellow with unfortunately with Hacks hardware or Oculus cutting out on him through the dog leg and causing that final yellow. We were trying to get him into the championship round. I know we were pretty good on points, so it would have been great to get him a win and get him into the final round, but unfortunate for him and just ran out of time to catch Jamie, and good win to him.
It was definitely a good race, and unfortunately there for Matt. I mean, I've had a ripped. I know what the issues are that happen. It happens with the Quest. The metaverse stuff is not any better as you go up the line, but kind of unfortunate there for Hackathorn. So listen, next week championship race, last race, then it's all done. You're not eligible to vote, but is there a track that you're hoping for?
I'm pretty confident in any oval track we go to. I don't know what the rules are on what tracks we can and can't go to, but any intermediate track or short track, I'm pretty confident at. Super Speedway, just going to need a whole lot of luck there. And I don't think we can go to a road course, so I don't think we'll have to worry about that. But yeah, we're just going to need I think we'll have the speed, but we'll just need to hopefully have luck on how the cautions fall in the final stage next week.
Well, there you go. You are correct. No road course, no super speedway. So it is into your favor there. Is there anybody on that 54 you'd like to thank?
Just the usual Team AV guys for supporting us or supporting me and just keeping us, keeping it enjoyable throughout the race, and anybody who roots us on in the chat and watches us each week.
All right, there you go, brother. Well, congratulations on second. We look forward to see what the 54 can do next week.
Thank you.
All right, second place finisher, the driver of the number 54, getting it done is Matt Gruenberg. Rick, I want to throw a quick hello to you because it's 17-14 Bears right now, although Packers look like they are driving. Our race winner is the driver of the number 88, though, and that is going to be Jamie Walker. Jamie, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Oh, I got you guys. Go ahead.
Well, buddy, you punched your ticket in for next week, and now it's up to the vote. And is there a track there that you're looking for more than not?
I'm not gonna get my hopes up because as soon as I do, then I get messed over. So I'm just gonna let it go as it goes, and we'll see what happens.
Well, there you go, bud. Hey, a couple of years ago, you won this track right here on well, just about this time frame of the season. What's the win here tonight mean for you?
It's kind of heartbreaking. I mean, I had to take Paulson out of the championship, but I seen that he was up there, and I had to go because then he would have knocked me out. And, you know, I felt bad for having to do what I did there, but you know, it's part of racing. You got to do what you got to do.
Well, it's about the wins, isn't it?
It's not really about the wins. I like to enjoy myself and have a good time out here. You know, like I said, I'm not big into the wins. I mean, does winning help? Sure, but you know, I just like to have fun out here.
Okay. And listen, there's so like the first stage and a half or so, it was all yours. Then you kind of found yourself back in the pack. What was it that got you back to the front tonight?
I was basically saving tires. You know, I wasn't taking my tires until later in the race. I didn't start taking tires until like 125 to go or so, or after 125 laps, that's when I started taking tires, and that's pretty much what helped me keeping fresher tires at the end.
Well, you did an excellent job. Obviously, it got you the race win here tonight. You punched your ticket into next week. Jamie, who do you have on the 88 to thank here in Skittles Victory Lane?
Of course, I want to thank you guys the most. You guys go up and beyond for us. Blazing Pedals for throwing this league together. TRJ Karting for sponsoring the league. Michael Falk Designs for having his name on the car. Can't thank him enough. And hopefully we can continue all this next season.
There you go, buddy. Congratulations once again on the race win this week. Jamie Walker punches his ticket for next week. Next week, guys, championship run, and it's going to be televised live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We can't wait to bring you the action. We can't tell you what track it is, though, Rick.
No, we don't know what it is, Chris, but, you know, one thing I know is that shining down from above, smiling, would be Skittles, the namesake of Skittles Victory Lane. Her driver has won, locked himself into the champion. One more night to go. That's going to be next Sunday night, Chris. We don't know where it's going to be. It's a surprise to you and me as much as it is for the drivers, and I look forward to it. And then that'll be the last time that we talk from Skittles Victory Lane, and you and I sign off for a much-needed break and a little bit of racing.
Yeah, buddy, I can't wait to get it done with it. But first, we have to crown a champion, and well, we're going to see who we've got going next week. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget to tune in live next week, 7 o'clock here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We're going to get it done one way or the other. Congratulations goes out to Jamie Walker and the other 3 drivers who have locked their way into the championship race next week. We will see you then, and we're going to get it done. For now, it's Chris and Rick, and we are gone. We'll see you next week. Boom, boom, boom. I gotta pee. I'm gonna, as soon as I sign us off. Oh, I did. I gotta pee.